Yeah, welcome back. So just as a final video here before we actually move away from this series, I'm going to end it now because I know this is just basic MVC, but I just want to give you a teaser for the next series because we're going to now, on top of this, we're going to start using the NT framework instead. So what does that mean from the person controller's point of view? Nothing at all. It doesn't know anything new is changing. So let me just give you guys just a little teaser here for the next course. Right now all of this data is actually being pulled from a database instead of the static lists. And let me just try and add a person here, Lear, and let's say I'm in a happy place. I'll save the user, and he pops up just like we would expect. He'll be shown inside the index, right? Oh, I just added a breakpoint there. Let's just remove that. So everything is running like you would expect, and it's showing up as it should. And from the point of view of the user, nothing is wrong here. But all I did was change something in the DLL facade, right? All I did was change to use the person manager instead of the person list manager, the person status manager instead of the person status list manager. That was all I changed. So from the perspective of the model view controller setup, the view or the presentation layer, they don't know what happened. I know what happened. I know that this guy is actually using the NT framework behind the scenes to figure all this out, and I can even go there to show you, go to implementation to show you what it actually is here. The new manager we made, it's an I manager again, you guessed it, and then we're using something called a person context, and that's going to pull out the data. And notice that it's not that different than what we did in the list. We in this case we add a person to the list, and then we store the changes, nothing more. We read a person, and then we include something extra called the status. All this will be shown in the next lessons inside the NT framework setup. But notice that the code is actually looking kind of the same as with the static lists, and then all I had to change was actually this guy to point to actually store and load data from a database without making any changes at all inside the person controller. So now we have a very generic, easy to change way of working with our code here. Great! See you in the next lessons. Of the next series we will start working with the NT framework inside MVC. Have fun.